Yo, what's up, Asuna? Good to see you, man. I gotta admit, I could have started like 3 hours ago. Yeah, I actually could have started like 3 hours ago. I just didn't want to, really. I think I may have you know, you can see the title of the stream, right? I may have grinded a little too hard. I may have grinded a little bit too hard for my own good. So here I am. You do my best now. Wait, why didn't you? No, I said DM me on, DM me on Discord. I said DM me on Discord, and then I could do it just off stream. Sorry, I forgot what your Discord name was. Yo, what's up, Unrevealed? Good to see you, man. Well, I have to download it and make a new account. Oh, huh. Interesting. What happened to your account? Okay. Give me a sec. Scaling's gonna get weird in a little bit. I think that's right. Yeah, okay.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
There we go.
As I remember.
Okay.
But where are those?
So, what did I want to do again? Do you have a Telegram account or WhatsApp or maybe Instagram? Nope. Sorry, man. Oh, if you tell me what was your Discord name? I'm sure I don't know. Like I think I have been on your account before, so maybe our conversation is still there. And then I could just go look it up if I have been on your account. Also, what's up, Thriller? How you doing, man? Yeah, sorry, man. I don't really do any other like messaging app or social media, especially. I steer far clear of Instagram myself. Something like that. Okay. Well, okay. Thanks. I'll make sure to go look it up. If I have been on your account, then I'm sure it'll be there in one of our older conversations, and I'll go look it up. Unless if you like changed your info. I just hope I have been on your account on this PC, because otherwise I might have to do 2FA.
I hope the weather is nice like this.
And if we ever had to do 2FA, then we're certainly not going to be able to do it without any form of communication. Yeah, okay, I gotta tell you guys, I honestly could have started 3 hours ago. I could have started 7 hours ago. Yep. I unfortunately didn't, and for some reason I didn't take that thing. That was stupid of me, but it's alright. Don't do Instagram too? My friend forced me to like and follow them. Okay, so you just have an app on your phone that's taking up like what 300 megabytes on your phone that you don't even use. Yo, what's up, Happy? What is the title for? Well, it was supposed to be for anywhere from 3 to 7 hours ago. If I'd started earlier today, I would have grinded the heck out of Genshin. But I don't know. The past 2-3 days I've been grinding Genshin. Getting the oculi, 100%ing the map, and I think I may have done it a little bit too much, that I sort of wasn't in the mood earlier today.
Access denied.
The wrong test subject.
Born of ice.
Yo, who are you, buddy?
Strike.
Wait, didn't we come with this guy? 90% crit, by the way. I think 90. No! What? How am I not critting? How am I still not critting? Weird. Thankfully you started now. I had to miss the stream. I just came back from a study session. Whether I started now or I started 7 hours ago, I still would have been streaming now. Well, actually no, that's a lie. Right before I started, the power went out. Like, actually went out. It just went out for like 20 seconds, as you do in my city for some stupid reason. It's just like that, man. Like, the power just goes out for like a moment and then it comes back. Yeah, actually, that was actually right. You're actually right. Yeah, if I started earlier today, you would have missed the stream if you said you'd just come back, because I would have ended the stream then. I wouldn't have like restreamed when the power came back on. Earth update, reworked Orange Cat, IA, intelligence plus 100%. What is this all about, man? Dying? For real? Like, actually for real? You serious, man? Is your sickness doing its thing again? Did another 10 pull, but still no Furina? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Furina ain't all that. Yeah, like, really. Furina ain't all that. Like, she's good, she's useful, but she's not gonna turn your account upside down. What's all this about, Unrevealed? Everything alright, man? Anyway, I guess for the stream title to be appropriate, we should at least talk a little bit about the title. Otherwise, I'd have to be forced to change it, because I'll feel bad about it. So, I think you can grind Genshin. It's not easy, I think. Like, you'd have to seriously be either seriously bored, or you really love the game type, or you really love something about the gameplay. Yo, what's up, Flashy? Long time no see, man. How you been? Okay, come on, just finish your dialogue. Let me be on my way. Thank you. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, hang on. Alright, sorry guys if the screen looks like weird every now and then. Like, it looks like it's, I don't know, the alignment looks weird sometimes. It's just me switching from full screen to non-full screen. Come on, man. Whoever came up with this game mode I hope you hate yourself. It's really annoying. Wait, you've been streaming? No, I just started, man. I mean, today I just started, but yeah, of course, I still do stream. Though not as often as I've wanted to in a while. But yeah, at least once a week. Some character isn't for good damage or great support. I just like her bratty personality. Yeah, well, wait, have you played... Okay, have you done the Archon quests and her story quests yet? Not even a game. I just did it out of boredom. Oh, okay. Alright.
Solidify.
No touching.
So, I think it's funny because I can actually get that. But I also think it's funny that some people will absolutely roast you online for that. If your name is somehow emtashed and you do YouTube and you stream on Twitch, people would absolutely roast you for that statement. But yeah, I do get what you mean. I get what you mean that it honestly, while I still do really like the game, but a lot of it feels like a chore now. Like, it feels like something I have to do. I still enjoy it, but it just feels like something I have to do now. But at the same time, what else am I gonna do? There's just no other game out there that I like. I always do the Archon quest first when a new update comes. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure you know her bratty personality isn't a thing, right? Like, it's just it's a character she plays. Although I'm sure you already know that, but yeah. She's been suffering a lot. I feel bad for Furina, honestly. Yeah, I mean, like, it's... I understand that maybe some people might not ever get used to that. And maybe this is just me, but after, imagine, like, 500 years, like, most of us haven't even been here for 30, right? I mean, I've just barely crossed 30, but she's been doing that for 500 years. So, you know, at some point, like, wouldn't you say that she might have gotten used to it? I guess I understand, like, the fear of being discovered is always there, and, like, what is she gonna do if she ever gets discovered? Because, like, while she is human, she was created by the Archon, but she doesn't have any powers. Didn't even have a vision until apparently what's his name? Until apparently Neuvillette gave her one. I guess there's that. Also, you know, I started exploring Fontaine just for Furina. Even though I thought I would start exploring after getting a new device. No, you should definitely just, you know, just get started, man. Like if you, as long as your device doesn't actually hurt you or your eyes, you know, to be playing on it like super laggy, on a super laggy device, as long as it doesn't actually hurt you, then, you know, it should be fine. You know, just enjoy yourself, man. So can we get more than one vision? As far as I've seen lore crafters, I guess is what I should call them, it doesn't seem to be the case, but you can certainly hold on to somebody's vision. Somebody who's gone already. And if you have the same, apparently, if you have the same will, the same wish as the wish of whoever used to own that vision, then apparently, you know, it can activate, just like with Kazua's friend's vision. I have calculated the Hu Tao. Furina Hu Tao is basically a side grade. First, Hu Tao deals less damage because enemies don't have any pyro resistance. What? Enemies don't have any pyro resistance. Decrease from you get from Zhongli. Oh, okay. I guess you're comparing this to Hu Tao double hydro with Zhongli, right? Okay. Yeah, that's sort of exactly what I felt like, because Hu Tao herself dealt quite a significantly less amount of damage than she did. Where am I supposed to be? Okay. Than she did with my usual team. And that was mostly due to the fact that she was almost always... No. Yeah, she was almost never below 50% HP. So she basically lost her passive. And yeah, I gotta replace Zhongli with another, you know, with another, with a healer. I guess we don't have a we don't have a shielder / good healer yet so far. Yeah, and I highly doubt that we're gonna get a shielder that has something like what Zhongli provides, which is shields that also reduce resistances. Yeah, I highly doubt we're gonna get anything similar to that anytime soon, or ever maybe. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like Furina. I don't know. I feel like it's not even a side grade. I think it's a bit of a downgrade. At least, like, you know, from the teams that I was able to put together. I just cobbled together whatever team I could put together. I just put together. What was that? Jean, Xingqiu, Furina, Hu Tao, and I don't think Furina does as much personal DPS as Yelan does. So imagine, and even if she does exactly the same amount of personal damage as Yelan does, so number one, you're losing out on Yelan's damage buff, her damage percent buff, which is up to 50%. It's what's the word I'm looking for? can't remember. Can't remember the word. Incremental? I think no, that's not the word. It's the word I'm looking for. I can't think of anything. It's not, you don't immediately get the max 50%. It builds up over the entire duration of the burst. But it's on let's say on average, yeah, you get about half of that on average. While with Furina, it could also be, yeah, especially if you can't build enough stacks, whatever her stacks are called, then you also won't get the full 75% damage buff. And so number one, you're losing out on Yelan's by average 25% damage buff, and you're also losing out on Hu Tao's 33% passive buff, but you're gaining Furina's damage percent buff, but you can't guarantee that you will immediately get the max buff. So I don't know. I think plus the fact that your Hu Tao is dealing a lot less damage than before. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a downgrade. People of Fontaine, Udex Villette, hereby declare now your sins are forgiven. Man, that was a moment, huh? You got a vision from Celestia? Can you get another vision from Neuvillette? Probably not. I don't think that's how it works. I mean, they're sort of gods in a sense, so I guess they could probably do whatever they want to do. 3 banners from 4.5, I heard. Whoa, really? Where'd you hear that from, Happy? Second, your Hydro characters deal more damage because the VV Res Shred is higher than Zhongli's Res Shred. Yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't have 4 VV on my Gene. That is true. So your Hydro units would be doing a little bit more damage. If I'm unable to get Furina, next is surely Arlecchino. What do you guys think? Is High School DxD Season 5 anime happening? I've never actually seen that anime. Okay, gotta go see it. Oh, well, it looks like you're already gone. Alright, well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, Asuna. Yeah, I'll try looking up your account later. Furina will be buffing Xingqiu. Or Yelan as well. What's going on? Yo, what's up, loading? Nothing, man. Just, I'm doing the quest. And in a few minutes, I think the daily server reset's gonna happen, so I'm gonna be doing dailies. I was supposed to start 7-ish hours ago, but I didn't. And if I had started 7-ish hours ago, I would have grinded the heck out of Genshin. I would have gone and gotten all the oculi on this account done. I probably would have 100%ed like at least one region by now, but I didn't, so I don't. Yeah. What if the 7 dragon regain their full authority and they give someone all 7 elemental vision? Probably only somebody who can withstand all that energy. Like the MC. Feels like I'm sick. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it your sickness again? I remember you told me about that. Furina buffs the entire party, including yourself. Oh, that is true. Oh, yeah, that's right. Whereas Yelan only buffs the on-field character. So I got back my old Genshin account. You had an old Genshin account? You just can't believe one of my friends got C3 Furina in 60? Jeez, wow. I actually got one in each 10 pulls. Jeez. I'm not even spending 135 fates, jeez. That is super lucky. Yelan or Hu Tao. Season 4 only buffs Hu Tao's personal damage. Yeah, it's only the on-field character. Just seeing this, my heart and soul broke.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Someone please give a welcome moon to me. Oh man, yo Bongi, you should have come like, I don't know,
Solidify.
6 months ago. If you came like 6 months ago, we were doing giveaways and stuff. Yeah, like somebody was sponsoring. Yeah, Mr. Gigachat was sponsoring, giving away Welkins. I mean, I wish I could afford it, but you know, I can't. As I've already discussed on stream before, streaming for me is more of an expense because I don't upload like normal videos. I don't upload any shorts or anything. So I'm spending more money paying for electricity and internet by streaming compared to how much I'm earning through ad revenue. Obviously, my viewership count and my sub count is too small for any actual sponsors. You know, any sponsor, anyone to sponsor me. Genshin really making me hit 100 pity just for Furina. Well, it is how the math goes, man. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. You lose 33 plus average 25% damage bonus on only Hu Tao. But you'll gain 50% average damage bonus for fanfare for Hu Tao. Oh, hang on. Boy. No way. Okay, wait, what did I do? I think I messed up. Okay, here. Alright, it's this thing.
Stabilize.
We're way behind schedule.
If Xingqiu hits 46k with Furina, he'll hit 78k with burst. So it's like you may see less damage on rotation, but it's basically almost the same thing. Yeah, and it also depends on the depends on how you've built your different characters. Like because if you're, let's say your Xingqiu or whoever your other Hydro character is not built very well, then you're gaining only a little damage from them compared to like how much damage you're losing on your Hu Tao, because maybe Hu Tao is a hyper carry, so it's more likely that you've built her like a lot more than you have your support characters. Yeah, but as long as like you're like close to endgame or like maybe an endgame character or even a whale, then all your characters are going to be like decently to really well built. So yeah, it will make up for the damage loss. But if not, if only your hyper carry was built really well, then yeah, it's gonna be more of a damage loss. Especially if you have Jean 4-piece VV. Yeah, that's the one important thing that I was missing. I lost because I forgot the password. That Gmail. Oh, wait. Why didn't you just, you know, like forgot password or something? Okay. Okay, I got time. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna finish the quest before I, oops. I'm gonna finish the quest before I do my dailies. Hi, can you help me decide my next 5-star? Yo, what's up? Oh, Hakuna Matata, it's you, man. Long time no see, man. Yeah, sure. I mean, just let us know your situation, and we'll help you. We'll help you make a decision. So, what are you... Do you have any thoughts? Like, do you have any, like, ideas? What do you currently have? What do you feel like you need? What do you feel like your account is missing? You know, tell us stuff like that, and then we could get started. How do you obtain credit coupons? Credit coupons, you do little quests in the Fortress of Mirapede. Yeah, there'll be like some NPCs around the Fortress of Mirapede, like across all the different levels, and they'll have like little world quests for you to do. Close that account. So many question story will die if I many quest story. I will die if I do it again. Can't believe you got so many quests area in 1 year. You're right. Right? Like we have gotten so many. And so okay, I've mentioned before that when was it? I don't remember. It was before, I think it was towards the end of the the version 3 update, like a few version updates before. Wait, what did they say? Okay, so a few version updates before. Oh, come on. Okay, all right.
Every journey had
A few version updates before 4.0, and I was kind of bored because I really didn't want to do exploration in Sumeru. The maps just overwhelmed me. The amount of content to do just overwhelmed me. I really didn't want to bother with it. So I kind of got bored. So I started playing a little bit more on my Asia account, like my actual Asia account, which I hardly have ever played on. It's AR like 30, I think, and doesn't even have like materials, like overworld materials. So I can't even ascend any of the characters there because like no hilly trail masks, no spears, whatever materials I need, nothing. Just basically an account that I log into every now and then just to collect the Primogem codes and the version update primos. And then like wish every now and then. Like I wish every now and then just to just, you know, especially on banners that have characters that I really like. I actually have Kazuha and Venti on that account, which, you know, pretty cool, right? But other than that, I don't really. Unfortunately I couldn't get Nahida, but I actually do have a proper Hyper Bloom team on that account. Xingqiu, Dendro Traveler, and Kuki. And Kuki is I guess I did wish a lot on the Nahida banner, her last banner, which is why I got a lot of cookies. So I got a C6 cookie on that account. Very weird. But yeah, I've hardly played on it. I do occasionally do the event there, especially if it's like a really easy event, you know, like a photo taking event or whatever events like that. Especially if there's no exploration that has to be done, like if it's in a map that I've already explored and unlocked teleporters of. But other than that, I've hardly ever played on it. But before 4.0, I got kind of bored, so I started going through like 1 or 2 Archon quests. And then at some point, I looked at all the Archon quests I had to go through. And then I realized, wow, there's a lot. It's like really, really a lot. And I don't think I would have done very well at all. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I had like forced myself to go through all of that, that probably would have been the end of me. Like, at least me playing Genshin. Ugh, come on. I'm 100% banner. I'm on 100% banner. Character pity. Last I got was Diluc. Okay. Before Fontaine, I'd already pre-farmed for Raiden, but it's too late. Now it's coming. Should I go for Raiden or Furina or Ayato? Okay. I'm a little bit biased towards Raiden Shogun, and that's mostly because I really like how Raiden National plays. Like I just really like it. I find the rotations really satisfying to play, and I find the amount of DPS the team does really satisfying. But that's me. I'm like I'm a little bit biased towards Raiden, so please take my suggestion with a like just take it, but don't use it on yourself. Like just take it, just take the information that I give, and then use that to add to other information that you got from other people, and then make your own decision. So Furina is actually pretty good. Oh, by the way, Hakuna Matata, what adventure rank are you? Yeah, what adventure rank are you? Are you like, yeah, like what adventure rank are you? Because Furina is actually 58. Oh, okay. So you're pretty late gamer-ish, unless if you're like not very active. So yes, Unrevealed is right. It might depend a little bit on who you've built and what other characters you have. Oh, thank you. Haha! I didn't need to do my dailies today. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll probably come back in a few minutes to do my dailies. Wait, what day is it today? Thursday. Which means, okay, I gotta collect my teapot coins. So yeah, it depends. So just off the top of my head, again, including my own personal biases, my first answer would be immediately Raiden Shogun. My second answer would be Furina, and then Ayato. Okay, with Raiden Shogun for me, at least, again, take my biases into account. Think about them, keep them in mind. She opens up a lot of team archetypes. Now, not to say that Furina and Ayato don't open up a lot of team archetypes. They do, especially because they're Hydro characters. And despite Ayato being an on-field one, he still does offer the same, almost about the same amount of different team archetypes and like team types that you could play. So I'm looking at this from a value perspective in terms of how much variety each of them can give you in terms of team building, because that almost in many cases it directly relates to how much fun you're gonna have. What is this red thing? Why is there a red dot? Is it this?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Okay. So okay, let's talk about what each of them give, and their pros and cons. So with Raiden Shogun, so she can be used as a hyper carry. She can be used as an on-field driver for some teams, and one of those teams just so happens to be one of the best teams in the game, right? One of the most balanced teams ever. Well, balanced in terms of like some of the characters in the team make up for each other's weaknesses, but balanced in terms of like how broken they are. No, like they're absolutely broken. It just breaks the game, like how strong the team is. She can also be a Hyper Bloom procer, and as we all know, Hyper Bloom is a really good team archetype. It's a low investment team, but at the same time, like even without maximum investment, it can get you like somewhere close to maximum investment team DPS, and which is really good, right? Yeah, so that's sort of where she stands. And as a driver, as somebody who you put on the field for like a few seconds a rotation, she might help. Yeah, she could potentially help reduce energy requirements of the different characters that are included in whatever team you put her in, because again she generates energy. So she provides a lot of value. She gives you a lot of she provides a lot of value not to your whole account in general, because she provides a lot of value to quite a variety of teams. And there's not much, like, you don't have to give up too much for it. Like, other than the only thing you'd really have to do is really just build her. And then, and the advantage of having her is, the advantage of building her is to build her, you're farming the emblem domain. And that is both a pro and a con, because the pro is a lot of characters really want emblem set. So if you have some characters that don't need the same main stats as her, but also want 4 emblem, then great. You're also farming for those characters too. But at the same time, she is also going to want the same artifacts as some of your other characters who want the same main stats as she does of the same set, emblem, right? So your artifacts are going to be spread thin. Either they're going to be spread thin, or you're going to have to choose who you build first. And another con, another pro to it is the other set in that event, in that domain is pretty universal, at least like among attack scaling characters. It's a 2-piece attack set, right? To Shimenawa, which is somewhat universal. So it's not too bad of a domain to get stuck in. I think. Yeah. Another thing too is like she doesn't need a 5-star weapon to get good. Right? You could just, well, as long as you've fished for the catch already, and fishing doesn't hurt you emotionally, then I think you'll be fine. You could just fish for the catch. Coffee, milk, and foam. Okay. You just fish for the catch, or if you have it already, then great. Milk. Then that would be great. And then, yeah, you don't really need to get a 5-star weapon for her. So yeah, she's not super high investment to get going. And if you don't really want to invest too much into her, you could just use her as a Hyper Bloom procer. Yeah, just put EM stuff on her, and then there you go. Very useful Raiden Shogun already. As for, in Furina's case, so the things she provides for teams is, so number one is off-field somewhat inconsistent, but still AoE, Hydro application, and decent personal damage off field, and a really good team-wide buff. Now that is both a pro and a con. So both her hydro application, her off-field hydro application, and off-field decent off-field DPS, and her pretty good buff, a team-wide buff, are both a pro and a con. So because all of them are sort of tied together to each other. Your hydro application will drain everyone's HP, which will help with her buff. But at the same time, to further maximize her buff, you're gonna have to switch up your teams, including having to, slot in a healer. You're gonna have to replace someone on the team. And because the meta has been, just offense is the best defense, so not a lot of players have invested into healers. So a lot of players have been skipping out on building their healers. So you may have to build a really good team-wide healer just to put her in. If I ever get Furina, she will be used only as a healer. But she's not even a very good healer. Also, maybe you don't know, just in case you don't know, she doesn't apply Hydro when in healing mode. Yeah, her off-field application, it doesn't work in healing mode. Raiden is strong, but she's just sitting in my team doing nothing. Yeah, because we probably put her in National, and National's already doing all the work. Because, you're just... Well, in Overworld, then yes, right? You don't even get to... Yeah, you don't even get to Raiden Shogun. You don't even get to her before everything's dead. If your characters are, anywhere decently built, by the time you burst on Bennett, everything's dead already. Okay, so don't need Hydro. I need continuous healing for Linny or Wisely, so to utilize 4-piece Hunter. Okay. Well, you're pulling for a 5-star character to do something that any 4-star character can do. So, okay, number 1, you have Bennett. If not Bennett, you have Kuki Shinobu. You have a lot of options, man. You don't have to pull for Furina just for a healer. She's not even a very good healer.
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
I mean, even Diona's a better healer, I think.
One with nature.
Get them!
Wind strike.
Adventure time.
Diona's a slow healer. Yeah, she is, but she also gives you a shield. And if you have her C6, she gives you 200 EM. Right? Yeah, there's a bunch of other good healers. Much better healers than Furina. Maybe if Furina still applied Hydro off-field. Why, RJ, got dance practice? Oh, alright. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us for a bit, Pringle. Yeah, maybe if Furina still applied Hydro in healing mode, then I think it would be worth pulling for Furina just for the healer side of her. But because she doesn't, Like, I just hardly think there's any value in pulling for just for a healer. I guess it would be nice just to have the option to have her there. Right, like, you know, in case like you can come up with her better teams someday in the future, then okay, sure. Yeah. One really good thing that Furina does actually do is, so off-field DPS, right? Sorry, not off-field DPS. Off-field hydro application. So here's a situation that I often faced myself before. I wanted to run National on one side and Hu Tao double hydro on the other side. But because we only have Xingqiu and Yelan as off-field, like decent ones, the fastest off-field hydro applicators in the game that are able to keep up with Hu Tao's and national teams application. Then I was stuck just using regular national on one side, and then Hu Tao, Yelan, and Mona on the other side. And it certainly, well, it kind of worked, but I would really only have hydro on enemies for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then a bit later on they would just have pyro on them and I wasn't vaping anymore. But with Furina there, I could just choose to put Furina in with National. Sure, I would lose out on Xingqiu's resistance to interruption, but I would still have about just enough hydro application for National, and then I would be able to put both Xingqiu and Yelan together with Hu Tao, and because that team is as strong as it can be, I don't like my national team doesn't need to be as optimal as it does, you know. Sorry, as it can be.
No, my sword.
Yeah, so that plus the fact that I'm also getting some of Furina's damage buff on my national team. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter for Xiangling because she snapshots, so you're not really getting that much benefit from it with national. Yeah, but it's there. If you can somehow like find a way to do your rotation in a way that makes it so that you do like you can somehow like get like at least a bit more stacks off of Furina's buff before you do Hu Tao or no Xiangling's burst, then even better. But other than that, you're not really getting much out of it other than losing Xingqiu's resistance interruption and damage reduction.
Thank you for.
My Xingqiu is also a good healer. Charlotte's healing like 40k. Yeah, Charlotte, I was really surprised. I honestly was prepared to just pull for to just get like 1 or 2 copies of Charlotte, you know, because I was pulling for Furina as well. And then I was really just fully ready to completely bench her. And apparently,
If you ever.
yeah, I needed her because I didn't really have any healers built. Okay. All right, just switching accounts, guys. Be right back. Whoa, wait. Okay, banners are out, and well, they know that a lot of people are gonna skip these banners, so they they put some pretty good 4 stars on there. They put, well, at least 2, right? Kirara kind of got finished. Like she kind of got released, and then like never heard from her again. You know, kind of like a messenger. Like literally just like a messenger. You see them, you meet them, you get your package, and then you never hear from them again. On Cookie, I don't have any, but I can't pull again. No, you don't have. Okay, because you don't have Cookie, Raiden Shogun is even more valuable for you. What I like doing is just putting a bunch of 5 stars in my team for numbers. Hey, I mean, like if everyone's already built pretty well, then it should work, right? Especially in Overworld. It's, you know, it's not that bad, a banner. Both those weapons are okay. Decent weapons. The 5 stars are okay. Fav weapons, great sword, not so much. I mean, like it's basically the same as any other 5 weapon, but because of the roster of characters that we have, the Claymore characters that we have, like it's just not very valuable right now, at least. Lion's Roar, not bad, I guess. But it's also not very popular. And mostly because it's just not that useful. It's just that, you know, just Fab Sword is a lot better. Width, it's okay. Yeah, Width, it's okay. It's a very okay weapon banner. Yeah, it's not a bad weapon banner. It's a very okay weapon banner. You know, like wishing on this weapon banner wouldn't be too bad, but you won't. You also will still be. You're somewhat likely to still be in a situation where 6 months down the line, you're gonna want another weapon for whoever you're putting these weapons on. Unless maybe if they're, you know, if you put the weapons on the character that they were designed for, like Haran Geppaku on your Ayato or Scarlet's hands on your Cyno. I don't think you're gonna enjoy your Cyno very much because, well, it's Cyno. Haran Geppaku is okay. Yeah, it's okay. Haran Geppaku on Ayato is okay, but that's mostly really only if you're using him as a hyper carry. And if you're not using him as a hyper carry, then no. I don't have to fantasize about him anymore. Lol. So loading, if you tell me a bit more about your account, then I could, yeah, I could give you like a better answer for you. Because Ayato is not really one of those characters that really change an account. Yeah. Okay, be right back. Actually switching accounts this time. Yeah, so it's not really somebody who's going to change somebody's account. Like they're not the character that will make the difference between a 34-star Abyss and a 36-star Abyss. Yeah, Ayato is more like the type of character that will give you some new teams. And they're typically the teams too that are a little bit unorthodox, like teams that a lot of people might not have ever heard of. Now, I personally am not very familiar with those teams, but some of them are Dendro teams, but they're pretty fun. There's this team that uses 4 Thunder Fury on Ayato, and it's hella fun. Like I actually want to pull for Ayato someday, not now, But someday I want to pull for Ayato sooner or later. Just just so I could try that team out. Can you please do 2 different teams? I want to see 2 different teams. Two different teams for what? For Abyss? For this Abyss? Oh, come on. Not Abyss, just kill normal enemies. I want to see reactions. Well, okay, bro. There's a very good reason why I always use just Ganyu and Zhongli and 2 animal characters in the overworld. And that's because a majority of the time that we spend in the overworld... How's my shield broken already? Did I even put up a shield?
Sword of ice and frost.
Is because most of your time in the overworld is just spent running from A to B. From point A to point B. Like, really. Fights in the overworld just is, maybe in early game, sure, it'll take a while. But like in endgame, like, like you're AR-58, right? So you're pretty close-ish to endgame. In fact, if you're really active and know what you're doing, then you're already in endgame.
No touching.
Into the wind.
So yeah, fights typically don't last very long in the overworld. And that's why you always see me with this team. Like right now, I just did a 5-second fight, and I had to run here for another 2 seconds. All right, more of your time is just spent on running around in the overworld. Raiden skill, then Scarlet hold skill. You mean like you want to see like their dynamic, like how they work together? So Raiden's skill is going to proc where enemies are. Yeah, it's not like with Cookie where it procs around you. It procs where the enemies are. Yeah, okay, like just now. Okay, again, I did a 5-second fight, walked over here for another 3 seconds, maybe 4 or 5, and then did like a 20-second dialogue, and I swam for like 20 seconds, right? Like more of your time in the overworld is just spent going around the place and not in actual fights. Finally done the quest. Oh, what quest? Hello, I am Cyno. Yo, what's up, Cyno? You're coming soon, right?
This
This realm is...
Oops, already did that. Have to go by. Oh, alright. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us for a bit loading. Take care, man. Okay, I guess I never really got to finish discussing. I never got to Ayato, but Ayato is sort of similar. Like what he provides to the team is more of is sort of similar to Furina, but just on field.
Memphis wine tastes the same
And
as I remember.
without the whole needing a healer thing. Yeah, without the whole like needing a healer thing. So you just don't need the, you know, you're not required. Well, yeah, you're not put into a situation where you're like, man, I need a healer with Ayato, and he's on field. That being said, again, there are the other a bit more unorthodox teams that you can come up with. The teams that have to do with Electro and Dendro, and even and Freeze slash Dendro. Like, it's weird. I don't even know the names of those teams, but there's like a lot of different team archetypes that you can come up with for Ayato, and that Ayato sort of is just a lot more fun, I think, in terms of giving you new ways to play the game, at least combat wise. That plus the fact that you can use him as just a hyper carry if you want to play a hyper carry type of team. He's not a very good one. He's not bad, he's just not very good. But as you all know, I will always come back. Oh yeah, of course, I know. Well, the thing is, you are also the General Mahamatra, and your job is sort of to take scholars that have gone AWOL back home. Imagine if IRL companies have somebody like Cyno, you know, like an entire department whose jobs are just to bring people back to work. People that have gone AWOL.
Let's light it up.
Yeah, anyway, so that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think, Kuna Matata, and I guess if I were you, I would go for Raiden Shogun first, especially because you mentioned you don't have Kuki. That means you have very few good options, or well, actually, well, no option for a good Hyper Bloom team. Well, maybe, yeah, sure, you can use Cyno for a Hyper Bloom team, but that's an on-field Hyper Bloom team. It's not bad, it's just, you know, energy recharge is going to be much of a bigger problem with on-field carries. You could also use Razor for what people have been calling Thundering Fury. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie. It's a pretty fun team. Yeah, honestly, if Furina didn't have the whole HP drain thing, I think Furina might be my first option among your three choices. I have nothing against the HP drain thing, because it does enable the Marchese set, like basically for anyone who scales off of crit, and which is a really good domain to farm, by the way. It's a really good domain to farm. Especially because Furina does the whole HP drain thing, and all you need to do is add a healer to the team, and then voila, you can almost anyone can use the Marchese set, which is again a lot of crit rate. especially if they're normal or charged attack scaling characters, or sorry, not scaling, like normal or charged attack damage dealers. No Razor, only Beidou and Fischl. Ah man. Well, they can't do Hyper Bloom. Yeah, because Oz doesn't hit. Well, he can if you get lucky, but Oz can't really hit. Can't really hit the seeds. Sure, it'll probably proc the seeds. You know, it'll probably proc the seeds. Man, I'm not sure if I should. Okay. When you summon Oz, it's you've got to be kidding me. It'll probably proc the seeds when you summon Oz or when you cast your burst. But other than that, Oz's attacks just will hardly ever hit the seeds. I don't know if man, okay. No matter how useless this might be on Furina, I'm actually considering just using it for now, because I just have no usable golden troop set. I still have just all off pieces on my Furina until now. I mean, there's no way this artifact could get really bad, right? There's no way, right? I only have one chance to make this artifact not even bad. Like, there's no more chance to make this artifact bad at this point. Like, there is still a chance to make it not as good as it could have been, but there's no way this could be bad. Unless if they've, like, all of a sudden replace all those crit rolls with HP. Somehow, like, they just delete the substat and replace it with something else. Yeah, not bad. You know, could have been better, but not bad. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna keep going with this. If it even gives me a low roll into crit, at least I'll have one piece of a usable, at least a minimally usable golden troop set for Furina. Oh boy. Okay, how are you guys? Yeah, how are you guys doing farming this artifact domain? So far, this has been the worst experience I've ever had farming for artifacts, because almost every artifact domain I've farmed so far, my first like month or 2 months of farming, I usually get at least 1 or 2 usable sets on like some characters. But not this domain. No, absolutely not. From the very beginning, I just have not gotten anything useful from this domain.
Thank you for...
It almost makes you think that Hoyo knows that, well, we don't have a lot of stuff for people to do in the coming months. So we're just gonna have them farm this domain. They're just gonna have to keep farming this domain for a while. So we're not gonna give them any good artifacts. Same. Do Raiden skill off field, fire electro with every attack of active character. Yes, it's the same. Yeah, it's the it procs with every hit you do. It doesn't need to be a charged attack, normal attack, or skill. Any hit that you do, well, except whenever any of your attacks deal damage. Yeah, it doesn't proc if you're hitting something with a shield on, like an Abyss Mage, for example, or a Lector or a Herald that has already shielded up. I'm sure getting Raiden, even if I have to buy Primo Gems on the last day of that banner. Well, I mean, Raiden Shogun's not coming for a while, isn't she? I don't think I've heard anyone talk about a Shogun rerun soon. And even if she does rerun, like even, I don't know, like 2 version updates from now, I'm sure that'll be plenty of time to save up enough Primos to get anywhere to Pity twice. And because you said you're already on guaranteed, then, well, you won't need a lot of Primos. Raiden Shogun?
Off we go.
Wow. You guys are on top of your news, huh?
One with wind and cloud. Cheer.
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Time to go. Cheer. 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 Wind strike.
Let's light it up. Help!
Navia, Aika, then Raiden, Yoimiya. Oh, that's not bad. You know what? I think I may have made the right choice. Yeah, because I was thinking, I haven't heard of any news, like any hearsay, anything about 4.3, 4.4, any coming characters. I know that Chlorend is coming someday, but not when. I've heard that, I've heard some people say it's gonna be a while before Chlorend comes. So yeah, I don't mind using up my Primos for now. I was thinking of getting Furina C1, maybe even C2 on my second and third accounts, but I decided not to until I hear anything else.
Wind strike.
No, my sword.
Then I think I did make the right choice. I think she'll come around 4.6. Wow, that's gonna be a while. Another Yoimiya moment, RJ? Wait, what? What? What do you mean Yoimiya moment?
Everybody stand back.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Guma, get them. Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate.
Yumi, are you saying like, are you saying another opportunity to get Yoimiya?
Wind strike.
I'm the right hand into the fire. I'm going in. Yeah.
And my burst isn't full. At this point, I'm not even sure like what stats I'm even looking for. Like, of course I know, but when I look at an artifact, it takes me a lot longer to decide whether it's trash or not, because we have so many characters nowadays that just scale off of just such a wide variety of different stats.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
So very few stats are completely useless nowadays.
Rain cutter. Body and no, my sword.
Who's gonna pull for Yoimiya? Ah, man. You know, I actually do want to, cause mostly cause she like, the normal attack spam plus long range gameplay just seems like a super casual way to play Overworld. Like I already really like Ganyu, because like she could just sort of, I don't know, deal. Oh, sorry, wait, I forgot. Didn't I just get someone to yeah, that was Mika. Okay, but with Ganyu I still have to aim properly and stuff. But like Yoimiya, just press E and then just spam normal attacks, and then that's it, nothing else. Goro, Lynette. Who do I not have in the teapot already? I mean, bad timing. Oh wait, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
This realm is truly
Ayaka. Oh wow, yeah, you're right. You are right. Goro and Lynette. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
If you ever
You know, I think maybe Hoyo doesn't think that Yoimiya is like maybe Hoyo thinks that not a lot of people pull for Yoimiya, so they're essentially just making her like a throwaway banner.
Same as I remember.
You know, just to give people time to save up. Right, like they don't want to put real bangers together right next to each other, because some people will use up all their money now, and then they won't have any money to pull for this character for the next banner that they might still really like. And that's why, yeah, they're like now, for example, Furina, obviously Hydro Archon, and then Baizhu, who just so happens to go really well with Furina apparently. And then two, I wouldn't say throwaway characters, but basically if all the characters were in an anime and their combat strength was directly related to how important they were in the plot of an anime, Ayato and Cyno would sort of be more like side characters, and Furina is more like the MC, and then Baizhu is like the sidekick.
Osmanthus wine
And that's sort of,
same as I remember.
yeah, that's sort of how I feel about the 4.1 no, 4.2 banners, all the 4 banners. And then because Hoyo knows like, oh, people just spent all their money, so well, okay, let's just give them characters that they'll probably skip in the second half. Okay, well, it looks like I don't really have anyone to put in the teapot yet. Hey, Furina. Okay, I'm already gathering for her. Yep. Okay.
This realm.
Who was that again? Cookie? I'm sure I already have Cookie in here. Yeah, I do. It's happening where they're every time. Yeah, I do feel bad about it. But I think Hoyo just thinks that, you know, Yoimiya just won't... It just won't be possible to make Yoimiya as, like, the main character to want in each version update. Or, sorry, in any version update. Because in lore, she's just not that relevant in lore. So it's pretty hard to write a story that is centered around her. In combat, she's pretty good, but she's just overshadowed by a lot of other characters in terms of strength, right? In terms of DPS wise, she's not bad, but she's a little bit limited, you know, due to the fact that she's very single target.
Every journey has its final day.
But she's very casual to play in the overworld, and there is a niche of players out there that are like that, but it's just not in significant numbers enough that is able to overtake how many people wish for other characters. And I think that's why among the banners, they're sort of just fixed on making Yoimiya a sort of side banner. Yeah, anyway. How long we've been going? Wow. Oh man, that's a pretty short stream. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, I have to go actually. I gotta go help out with dinner. Yeah, because I got work in half an hour from now. I gotta go help out with dinner.
Wine tastes the same as I remember.
Yeah, anyway, if you guys need any more help building your characters, accounts, decision on which banners to pull for, Kuguna Matata, if you're still not sure, feel free to join our Discord server. Ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein. You can ask for my opinion, ask for other people's opinion over there. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams. Yeah, and thank you so much, guys, for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, guys.